I hate camping out.
It's like my hands aren't responding anymore.
It's because they're cold. Just a natural reaction.
As if this place wasn't cold enough, it's also pitch black. I'm amazed anyone can live in this realm.
Seriously. Having all this snow everywhere makes it harder to walk or get anything done. And not having any light to see by makes the uneven terrain even more difficult.
Calaglia is no walk in the park either. It's dusty and there's rocks everywhere. And it's on fire all over the place.
Yeah, you're right. Now that you mention it, all those fires are a pretty weird phenomenon. They were always so annoying to navigate around.
Out here, fire's as important as water to our survival. So are the trees we use for firewood.
Is it that rare to see the sun here?
Not just rare. Until I went to Calaglia, I'd never seen sunlight before. I'd only heard about it. I couldn't believe just how hot and bright it seemed to be. But I guess in most realms, it's just a fact of life. They're used to it.
It's pretty interesting, isn't it? The way the sorts of things people take for granted change from one place to another.
Why did you help me? What could a Danon like you possibly gain from helping a Renin like me?
Trust me, I've no great love for Renins. I guess I'm just not as consumed with hatred as some...
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
Me? Friends with a Danon? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question. I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
Let me get this straight. You don't know what you look like, but you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be. Besides, I can't feel pain anyway, so it's not like...
Wait, you really can't feel pain?
Yeah. It's just another thing I don't have. No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself, and that's that I'm a slave.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask. Got the name from the person who found me. Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there somewhere.
I see.
So where to next?
Outside, silly. What do you think we fought all this way for? Why did you help me? What could a Danon like you possibly gain from helping a Renin like me?
Trust me, I've no great love for Renins. I guess I'm just not as consumed with hatred as some...
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
Me? Friends with a Danon? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question. I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
Let me get this straight. You don't know what you look like, but you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be. Besides, I can't feel pain anyway, so it's not like...
Wait, you really can't feel pain?
Yeah. It's just another thing I don't have. No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself, and that's that I'm a slave.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask. Got the name from the person who found me. Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there somewhere.
I see.
So where to next?
Outside, silly. What do you think we fought all this way for? So, this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's...
As a...
Oh?
Only... The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul-searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you. Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But...
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
A Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renin, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renin's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, Where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not. Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do, and I'll do whatever it takes and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power. I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zoogle. This is getting old.
Yeah, but wasn't it you Renans who brought the Zoogles here from Rena in the first place?
They're not just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose. In fact, some Zoogles were originally derived from the animals on Dana, or so I've heard.
What? You Renans couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with our nature too?
You can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So, are you going to work with me or not?
I will. It's in both of our own interests. You said before that this probably used to be a supply depot, right? But Nay thought it was a Renan castle. I wonder what it actually is.
Who knows?
Who knows?
What, can't I not know something? You didn't think I knew every last thing about my own kind, did you?
I didn't say that.
From what I've heard, a lot of the materials that were initially brought over from Rena 300 years ago were repurposed for other things over time. So it's entirely possible that this place used to be both a supply depot and a lord's castle at different points in time. They're not mutually exclusive. I couldn't tell you when the lord's castle moved to its current location, though. Well, satisfied?
Yeah. Thank you. You know, for telling me about all that.
It's not like I mentioned anything that useful. Come on, let's keep moving.
I still can't believe this is happening. We're really about to face off against a Renan Lord.
Well, you're in pretty high spirits for a guy going into a life-and-death battle.
I'm not saying I'm not worried. But you have to remember, this is the first time any of us Danans have really had any hope. What about you? Are you scared at all?
I don't have time to be scared. This is only the first step in a long, long plan of mine.
You want to take down all 5 lords, right? It's hard to believe it'll ever happen.
but it will.
I know. I haven't forgotten our deal.
See that you don't. That said, if we lose, we might suffer a fate worse than death, you know.
That's probably true. But instead of worrying about it, wouldn't it be a better use of our time to figure out ways to avoid that and not lose?
I suppose.
Whatever happens, I'll put everything I have into winning. You can count on that. Where the hell is Balsef? If we don't hurry up and find him...
You're too close. Try to stay farther apart.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Was I really that close?
I guess I'm just not used to standing right next to people.
You mean because of your thorns? You're a surprisingly nice person.
What?
You don't think so? I mean, you just made sure your thorns wouldn't...
You can keep your opinions to yourself. You don't know the first thing about me.
I'm not saying I know everything about you. Sheesh. No need to bite my head off.
You just can't take a hint, can you?
What? I'm sorry. You're right. I don't know what sorts of hardships you've been through. After all, what could I possibly know about pain?
I know you didn't mean anything bad by what you said. The throne room is up on the next floor. That's probably where we'll find Balsef.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
It's like my hands aren't responding anymore.
It's because they're cold. Just a natural reaction.
Make sure to get some good rest. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Taking condemned! I'm only getting started! Fierce flame! Reload!
Destruction!
Raging cascade! These ones can look around and handle this! Back into the fray! I never miss! Who wants to die next, alright?
Together, that wasn't even a problem. Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
the spores! Watch and we get on in there with the others! Gemini Aqua! Fred! One more time!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Here!
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Out of our way!
Destruction!
Searing flame! Reload!
Destruction!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning crust!
This one's gonna be tough.
Searing flame! Reload!
Mirage!
I'm out! I'm all stuck up!
Destruction!
Mega ray!
Crush!
Bow down! Raging cascade!
Destruction!
This'll come in
Crush!
handy!
Barely a blip on our radar. I won't forgive you!
Destruction!
Let the marksman handle this! This'll come in handy! By the power of water!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Cupid, don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Let's dispose of the trash.
They're surrounding us!
Double Demon Blast! Mirage!
Thunder!
Raining Slash!
Mega
Sword Rain Alpha!
Gemini Aqua! Hush! Take that!
Next!
Raging
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Raining Slash!
Here goes! Lightning Condense!
Blow away!
Thunder Blade!
Looks like it could be worth something. Get lost! This one's mine!
Sword Rain Alpha!
It's like
Come
trying
and
to keep
face
up
me.
with a wolf! Don't mind if I do! I'm out of ammo!
Destruction! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our
Sword
time.
Rain Alpha! Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Sleep now!
Hit time!
This
Sword Rain Alpha!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you
That
reminding
gun
me.
is real handy at a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, I can't think of anyone better than you, Shion.
Do it!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle. These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
It's over!
Blew away!
Thank goodness we won.
What's wrong? Huh? I guess. Got it. For real?
Hey, that looks pretty good. We've got company, and not the nice kind either.
Rinwell, get back!
And miss all the action? Who do you take me for?
Out of our way!
It's a big target, at least.
Don't underestimate its speed.
Destruction!
Ready,
flash!
Burning field!
Blow away!
The flash works their weak point.
We've turned the tables on it.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Ready, flash!
Light after
Sword Rain Alpha!
Go!
This one's all mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning condemned! Back into the fray!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's your mine! One left!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Thunder Blade!
Sword Rain Alpha! Ignite! Sword Rain Alpha!
First aid! Dance in the
Sword
wind!
Rain Alpha!
Sleep now! Searing flame! This one's mine! Lightning condemned! It's Thunder Blade! Got it! Now's our chance!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Dance in the wind! This one's mine! Sleep now! By the power of water! Blah blah blah! Gemini Aqua! Sleep now!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Magic! First aid!
Okay, here I go.
Let's get you out of the way!
Sword Rain Alpha! Try harder!
Showtime!
Blow away!
Sleep now! Here's a healing art! Get on
Sword Rain Alpha!
Do they not teach you to say thank you in Dana?
Not to a Renin, they don't.
Do it!
Air thrust!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Art expert coming through! First
I
aid!
owe you one. Destruction!
Feel it! Not in your dreams!
Sword Rain Alpha! Changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do. Stay focused!
Not today! Sword Rain Alpha! More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down!
You are in tip-top state!
As soon as I'm done here, come to attack!
Right, watch out!
Raging cascade! Sleep
Blow
now!
away!
This'll come in handy!
Hear me!
Ready, flash!
Primed and ready!
Sword Rain Alpha! We've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight. Raining flash!
Raging cascade! First aid!
Now I can let loose.
This'll come in
I
handy!
never miss!
Blow away!
The enemy is going
Raining
all out!
flash!
Lightning condemned!
Blow away!
Here, let me help.
Blow away!
Lightning condemned!
What's happening? If you can't fight, just hang back.
Don't you say any of that!
Here, let me help.
I can
Blow
fight!
away!
First aid! I'll fix you
Blow
up!
away!
Art expert, recover!
Destruction!
Thunder!
Here's a healing
I
art.
do!
Raining flash!
Air thrust! Now!
Blow away!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. You okay, Rinwell?
I'm fine.
what do you notice now?
It smells like blood. This is...
All these Zeugles, they're dead. What happened here?
They didn't do this to each other. So then how...
One person did all of this? Who was that guy?
Do you think he could have been the Lord we're looking for? Ganabelt?
I doubt a lord would deign to roam around a place like this alone. Besides, what business would a Renan have with killing Zeugles?
Now that I look at it, it was a good call staying out of his way, I think. Look at this. He took them out with a single slice. This guy's no amateur. You okay?
Yeah.
We should get going. Zephyr needs us. That knight back there sure wasn't messing around. If he's not a lord, what is he?
I have no idea. I've never seen anybody like him. There it is. Sisloden.
What's with those beams of light? They don't strike me as your everyday streetlights.
They're kind of the key to this whole realm. You'll see what I mean when we get there.
What's on your mind?
First, Rinwell appears out of nowhere, right after we beat Balseph. Then, we bump into Zephyr's son, who's with the enemy. Somehow, we get away scot-free because the Snake Eyes don't even bother chasing after us. Is it really a coincidence?
You think it was a trap?
What? But I would never...
If not for the whole Astral Arts episode, I'd be worried. But no, she's not behind this. Perhaps an unwitting pawn in someone else's plan.
What? All this to capture Zephyr?
Maybe. All I know is it all slots together a little too nicely for my liking. Not that dwelling on it'll get us anywhere. Trap or otherwise, we've got a lord to defeat. So how do we get inside?
What?
Well, we can't just march into the Viper's nest through the front door, surely.
There's a secret passage near a spring on the outskirts of the city. We can get in through there.
I hate camping out.
Huh? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are those mage clothes that you're wearing?
So what if they are?
The large hood is cute.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Poodle, come here, sweetie. Woo! Good boy.
What are you doing?
It's flying practice. Huro doesn't really like to leave my side, but if I don't make him spread those wings every now and then, they'll start to weaken. It's important he practices. Also, I'm pretty sure he put on some extra weight.
Oh.
Probably because everyone keeps sneaking him snacks when you're not looking.
I knew it! I thought there was something fishy going on. Oh, it's really not good for birds to be overweight, you know?
Oh, really? I'm sorry, Rinwell.
You were feeding him too? You haven't been giving him anything he can't eat, have you?
I'm pretty sure everything I've given him has been okay. Just to be sure, though, why don't you tell me what he can't eat?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Is something the matter?
No, not at all. It's just, for a really long time, Huro was the only friend I had. So on the one hand, it makes me really happy to see everyone be so accepting. But on the other...
Every one of us can see that he's like family to you. I can promise no one's trying to ignore your feelings or anything.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right. I'll talk to the others about it later. Huro, let me know if you sense anything. Another day, another Gald.
It's like my hands aren't responding anymore.
It's because they're cold. Just a...
Good night, everyone. Well, off we go.